Final night of the Rise Up Invitational powered by AOE Esports. And both of these teams will be playing for a little bit of coin as well as proving their pride. So my name is Justin, aka Subways, and I have a right-hand man in the name of Tugboat. How do you do, sir? Are you ready for some Overwatch?
Doing well. I have been ready for this finals of the Rise Up Invitationals for a while now there, Cyber. This has been, I'm excited. I can tell you are as well. We're going to be starting between PIXL Esports and Exsto here in just a minute. You want to talk to me a bit about these two teams?
Yes, indeed. It's been a tale of two different types. PIXL have been the absolute trailblazers and frontrunners, going through undefeated in regular round-robin play and only dropping 2 maps in that stage. And during the bracket, which took place last night, there was the semi-final versus Cascade, where PIXL ran over their opponents in Cascade with a 3-0 run. And on the other side, it's been a tale of just finding their groove and really going from strength to strength and leveling up all the time. Exto Gaming were mainly unproven in the opening, but now they've come together and look stronger than ever and are really wanting to have a point to prove and take home a little bit of prize money as well, which will be lovely for them.
Exto really pulled together there. Of course, PIXL Esports did only lose 2 maps throughout the entire tournament, throughout the entirety of the Rise Up Invitational. But Exto, came into this 15-3, I believe?
It was 15-4. They had the same record as Cascade going into this. The final day, which is the final spots, weren't really decided until the final night, which is a interesting little conundrum. And they ended up having a identical map record. They were 4-3 with a 15-14 map record, along with Cascade. So having a little bit of a rougher time, and PIXL, well, if you go by the numbers alone, they've barely been tested. But hopefully Exto will be really knuckling down and trying to offer a bit of resistance to PIXL's nigh on unstoppable run so far. All right, that is cool. And now that we wait for the maps to get started, we'll run you through your pool really quickly. Our opening map will be Lijiang Tower, which will be our control. For the second map, we will have our payload discipline, which will either be Rialto or Watchpoint Gibraltar. And the third map in this 5-map set will be either the choice of Horizon Lunar Colony or Temple of Anubis. And then to follow, we will have our hybrid, either being King's Row or Eichenwald. And the final map, we will come all the way back around to Control, and it will be Nepal to conclude. And should any of the other maps tire, we require a 6th map, we will go to Oasis.
Oasis, always a great tiebreaker there. And I do love this map pool. All of those really, really big fan favorites, right? King's Row or Eichenwald. You know, I think King's Row has only been more and more popular since the finals of the Overwatch League, correct?
Well, it's been one of the maps, like the penultimate maps. Whenever you hear Overwatch, like in other titles, some people will say, I mentioned Counter-Strike, someone will say, oh, Dust 2. I mentioned Call of Duty 4, someone will say like a
Nuketown. But no, Nuketown was the old one, right? Yeah, Nuketown was the old one.
Yeah, Nuketown and Black Ops, or even going back further, would be Vacant or Crash. And in Overwatch, you would have a couple of maps that are in this pool. You would have Temple of Anubis and King's Row.
Temple of Anubis, that's another fun one right there. I generally don't really like 2 CPs, but Temple of Anubis just, that has a special place in my heart.
It's one of the oldest, if not the oldest map as well, in the entirety of Overwatch. Like going way back to pre-demos and things like that. We've seen that at a presentation from I
Oh
think it
yeah,
was BlizzCon, where Jeff Kaplan had gone over a lot of beta footage, and that was one of the
Father
first
Kaplan.
maps that were entirely put together. Praise Lord Kaplan. Hopefully, you don't have to wrestle with him.
Lord Kaplan on Lord Kaplan on high. I think that it has turned out poor. I'm not going to make that joke actually. Let's see.
Don't
Most people don't. Yeah, there you go. Most people feel like, most people don't remember that Eichenwald is the, Eichenwald was also, an additional map, an added map. And not only was it an additional map, but it had to be changed, right? They determined that it was too hard to get through that first choke point right there, right? The very first beginning for attackers. And so they had to open up that room to the right where the big health pack is. Most people, that's like some season, 4 or 5 shit right there.
That'd be, going way back to season 4 or 5, at least over a year ago. And they also changed the way that the second point works in terms of there being a little bit more debris, a little bit more cover when the door gets blown away. But now that we've talked about
such dramatic fashion too,
we've
right?
actually we've talked about maps. Yeah, true. We've talked about maps a lot, but they're no good when you don't have any players. And now we will run you down your starting lineups on the side of Exto Gaming. On the red side, when we go into game, we have Nectar, Dandy, Shabal, Thunder Kitty, and Joy Boy and Plez rounding things out. And on the side of PIXL, would you kindly run them down for me, Tugboat?
Absolutely. Starting off, we got Big and Bad, Aki, got Virginia, Kamskis, Outplay, which he'll be trying to do today, and Prowler. That's PIXL Esports. And we'll be getting started here in a little bit more, but let's talk a little bit more about these teams, man. I'm super excited. Rise Up Invitational has been going for a little while now. This is the first this American caster has done of some Australian leagues, and I've had a lot of fun with it.
I'm glad you've had fun and had a little bit of a curiosity sort of quelled, hopefully, in what Overwatch is like abroad and how strong we can be. Just a little bit of small talk before we start. Did you catch any of the World Cup over the last couple of days?
Over the last couple of days, let's see. So, as some people may know, I live in South Carolina, and right now we're going through a small little hurricane called Hurricane Florence. And right now is mostly past where I'm at, but mostly I have been dealing with power outages and Wi-Fi downs and other stuff like that in the past couple of days. So, no, to answer your question, I've not paid attention to any World Cup in the past couple of days. I thought it concluded towards the end of last week, but I must have missed it. It's also like the second week of NFL here, so we all have our one true religions, right?
No, that's totally fair. There's actually a small gridiron contingent here in Australia, but not really much of.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, we play a couple games over in London every year. Maybe we could ship them on over to Australia someday.
I know college teams do. I don't know if any of the NFL people will be wanting to bite. But we're not talking about the National Football League. We are talking about the Rise Up Invitational. And we are starting on Lijiang Tower. We're going to the control center. And we're going through.
Well, hey, think about it, Waste. We could maybe contact the NFL after this. Maybe talk about a sponsorship money or something.
Hey, Boston Uprising and Robert Cry, help us out. Please help us out.
Yeah, right.
Lovely.
Right. Absolutely, they would love that.
I'll bet they'll be like, yeah, the Aussies are really nice people. I know a lot of the college teams are really keen on that. But now,
seriously,
the dust is actually settling, and we are about to see our lineups in full splendor. And we're not seeing all that much out of the ordinary. We're seeing a lot of Arda coming back into the fold. Traditional, I will call it the 3-3 setup. There is a certain bleeding little animal that they are named after, but we won't say that. But we see the 3-3, and we see the Hanzo on Kamskis could be the deciding factor, along with Outplay on the Farah. But now the gauge dropped, Tugboat, and let's see who will draw first blood.
Yeah, PIXL Esports, like you said, running that dive ball, whereas Exto is going to be running the Ghost comp. Anna on the main heater, and they're getting it started. PIXL coming on in here. Exto moving right on the point, though. They're not going to wait for that 15 seconds. Ooh, very quick pick for Dundee. KMC's already finding value there. Big anti-grenade as well. Look at that.
Yeah, that's how much mileage Arda's getting now, and basically nullifying that entire attack from Exto Gaming there, just basically on the retreat before the point even unlocks. Despite Nectar being in high charge, he could actually go down if he's not careful, and that's what happens. Shout out, and Nectar are being sent back on a respawn timer, and PIXL will accrue percentage first with barely a scratch on him.
Seriously, yeah, haven't lost a person. Look at these old charges, right? We're going to see a short pause here. Let's just talk about this right quick. You know, even Aki, the main healer over on PIXL, is up to 35%. You know, Prowlord also on that 35%, very close for Kamsky's outplay and Bad. Bad being that big old Gravitron surge right there in Virginia. With that Shatter is going to have that here soon. We're just going to getting this figured a little bit more here soon, but it looks like Exto Gaming, so far, their GOATS comp is not working out as well as they'd hope so, right? Kamsky's is continuing to find those picks, those headshots, and, you know, Brigitte and Lucio's group healing is not going to help you when you take 250 to the face just like that.
Nope, and basically, Daddy was focused out of the fight. Like, just as they were engaging, the Brigitte had almost basically been wiped out of the fight, and it took a few rockets, and there they go. He had to go back to the spawn room, and just basically, from the comps that we could actually see, Daddy had basically abandoned the idea and has gone to the Sombra instead, so we may see a lot more hacks and really wanting to shut down either the giant tanks or one of the pivotal healers. They'd be looking for Prowler on the Mercy, as a matter of fact, I would feel. But
yeah, definitely, Mercy's a lot more mobile than Anna, right?
Yeah, that much is very much true. But this is a story Tugboat may not know, but we've had a disconnect on this side of Exto, and it is for those that had joined us last night. Nectar, the member of Exto Gaming, he had a little bit of trouble with his PC and his internet, and
that happens. Technological issues. They happen once you get 12 PCs. Well, I guess 14 or 15, right? Cyber, and how could I even forget? I'm so sorry. While we're here, got to shout out the man on the box, the producer, making these producers' lives that much easier. Evan down bottom, appreciate you producing away, making our job as the casters, not producers, just so much easier, and we do appreciate that. I always try and remember to shout out the producers at the beginning of every cast, and I forgot to do that. Forgot to do this past. Yeah, hurricanes and whatnot throwing off my game.
I'm pretty sure that they appreciate that very much. So
I'm sure they do. They better, right, Evan?
Hopefully he's waiting with bated breath for Nectar to actually return.
There you go. That's what we got, color casters like you. Bated breath. I like it.
Yes, indeed. And
but you said that Exto has been wrought with these. What's the good word? Delay changes. They're delays.
Yeah, these.
The L word's a bad word, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been a really tough trial and tribulation, and I will bet the entirety of the Exto squad would be waiting with just
Beta
a
breath,
lot of hope and dreams. Yeah, I was thinking of a different word and didn't want to fall back on it, but it was just a lot of hope and just hoping that everything would be working out well in the end. And
one could say that hopes and dreams like one could say that hopes and dreams like that, applied through the internet, could be called a cyber waste.
Okay.
Ayo.
I'll let.
Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out.
I'll let that one slide, but that doesn't mean I actually like it. Let's just make that clear.
That's fair.
You're not sorry. It's okay. Nectar is
not even a little bit.
I knew it. I know what people are like. But Nectar, thank goodness, is back in the server and has risen from the death. But that will bring up another conundrum for the side of Exto. He will be back with no ult charge, new hero to choose, and that will throw all the opposites out of whack. Xiaobao is almost towards a nano boost. He's about halfway there. A self-destruct from Plez, about a quarter of the way there. Same with the sound barrier for Thunder Kitty, but other than that, they've got nothing to really contend with. And now we are back on deck, and Nectar has chosen to go on with the Genji.
They're going a little divey here, right? Xiaobao is gonna have to have some really good peels here to stay up, right? Everybody else has moon abilities, and lots of them to get away from him.
People are definitely going to be trying their hardest to protect their healers, especially Sharma, because you are not very mobile, my friend. But getting very close to the nano boost, and there's going to be another fight on the point. Virginia's being focused down extremely hard. It's not too no avail. Big shatter from Virginia will knock out Thunder Kitty, and Outplay will get the final word on the Nectar. So this attack has been absolutely destroyed now for the side of Exto. They're going to have to reevaluate.
Yeah, not much point taking to the play-by-play there when the one ult and 3 kills. That's pretty much as clean as it gets. PIXL Esports still on point here. They got about 3 or 4 ults up, 61-62% against Exto.
They do have the nano boost on Xiaobao though. So they'll probably be waiting for someone to use it on, and there is nano boost onto the Winston, making everybody ride the lightning. Barrage will go down and knock Dandy out of the sky. No haki for you. And Nectar will be getting the better of the Shimada brother of Kamsky.
Here we go.
There is still a brawl on the point.
Outplay taking out elongated. Outplay taking out a big one here. Here comes a grab. Thunder Kitty down in there. Badge grabs taken out as he tosses it afterwards. PIXL Esports still has this though, 90% up on the top. Not going to find anything with that self-destruct out. Prowler making sure to keep up his Ana. Nectar now falling. And here comes the Dragons on the point, trying to section this off. They're going to do exactly what they need to. Exto Gaming, 98-99%. They're not going to be able to get in there. They did get in time. Big anti-grenade on the both of them, though. That chatter's not going to guarantee they're not going to go anywhere. We got a Sleeping Monkey on the point. Joyboy falling very low. Pulls a Primal Rage at the very end. Angry Monkey jumping around, punching everyone in the face. And we got a there you go. Nano boosted Diva. Justice from above is not going to find a whole lot there. Most of it eaten, but takes out Joyboy in the end. Bliss and company. No, Bliss just absolutely melted there. Virginia ends up Xiaobao. Wow, I thought Outplay's barrage there didn't find anything. I got it mostly eaten, but I must have missed that.
Must have gotten just outside of the radius of the defense matrix, and that is a complete shutout for PIXL going in towards the garden. And well, it was a night and day. Pauses aside, Tugboat. PIXL were just stronger on the day.
Yeah, they really was. After Nectar came back, they were able to get it together there and had a couple better team fights, but they just weren't able to get it together there before that 99-99 and pretty much full team wipe hit. We're moving on over to Night Market. Excuse me.
Garden, you're the one you're thinking of.
Always.
Night Gun's the one with all the neon and bright lights.
I guess I can remember that.
We will see a fire duel between Nectar and Outplay, and they do have the Mercies in tow. So it'll be who can fly higher, who can hit harder.
Yeah, Kamsky is still playing the sniper. That's what I'm going to be watching here. Prowler and Outplay choosing to retake that pharmacy, the aerial superiority, make a no-fly zone. No, Joyboy taken out pretty early here with the damage boost fair. That res is going to come on in here, very well placed. But the tanks of PIXL are getting kind of low here. There you go. Virginia melted down here. Oh yeah, Exo is going to take that after taking out Virginia and Prowler. Well done.
That'll be the call to retreat, and the side of PIXL are just basically trying to either abandon ship or get back to the spawn doors. And Joyboy will get the final parting word on Outplay. And if you're PIXL, you're not really too worried, given how all that transpired. There's going to be a little bit of a shuffle of the cards. We now have the Brigitte as opposed to the Farah, and Prowler on the Lucio. A lot more speed in tow, but Kamskys will have to be a really sharp Jack Morrison and run down the opposition.
Yeah, this the hit scan is not a bad idea against the. There we go, big EMP coming out. That's not going to go well for PIXL Esports. Aki falling pretty early, as is Prowler. Healing now down for PIXL Esports. Bad taken out, and Nexter with a big barrage over the top. But I'm not 100% sure if that was necessary. They had only needed 3 more people, and they were all EMP'd. Not a whole lot of those two could have done there.
Well, you can't really help to be sure. If you nano boosted and you have the barrage in pocket, you may as well. And just get yourself a frag clip. Why not? Nectar will be
right. It is the finals. It is the finals. We're not playing for anything else here. Virginia coming on up here. Ooh, self-destruct over the top, but that bubble's wasted. Doesn't find anything there though. PIXL Esports did a great job getting out of that one. Aki's getting a little bit low here. The tank's now diving in for PIXL Esports over the top. Oh no, they were kind of coming back here. They're not ready to push quite in yet. Prowler trying to pump it up. Yeah, this healing is going to be outdone by Exto every time with this 2 main healers. Yeah, that's not going to get the whole lot.
That is not going to happen, especially with the Winston of Joyboy being angry, very agitated, and having a whole bunch of enemies to swat back with the back of his hand. And now PIXL, they're playing on borrowed time. and basically out of time. This is a one and done instance. You lose this fight. This map is going to fall to the other side.
Dandy behind, trying to get something going here. They're 99 on point. That's now the overtime stall here. We got a couple of PIXL Esports players coming in. Via last second, Kamsky's now pulling that Autobot. Oh, we're gonna find two against Exto. Bad is the only person getting DMEC for PIXL Esports on point here. Virginia falling. Oh, yeah, it looks like PIXL's gonna be able to take this soon. I think Joyboy just died to try and reset instead of stalling. I guess there's not much of a point in stalling.
No, Joyboy had run out of his ultimate, the Primal Rage, and tried to leap up towards the tower and actually fell a tiny bit short. But all that said and done, PIXL do end up back on the point, and now they have a bit of a thing to deal with, and that's not really going to help with Bad being dropped out of the fight by Nectar and the right-handed Xiao Bao.
Here you go, ride the lightning. Here we go. Big trans coming out in the last second. That's a very well-timed one to keep the olive team alive because that monkey is going to be melting. Exto Gaming going to be playing off the back foot here with Outplay now down. There you go, Exto. There you go, Exto taking it. Dundee taking a big one in the back. Barrage over the top. Not going to matter. Exto taking game 2.
Indeed, and well, it's a tale of two different teams. PIXL absolutely shut out their opponents in Exto on the first section of Control Center, and then the Garden actually went to the side of Exto, who looked just far and away more than prepared to deal with whatever PIXL could throw at them. And now we have to conclude it on the last section, and probably my favorite section, the night market with the neon lights and the picture of the squid.
The picture of the squid, yeah. We've actually come in before multiple times with the producer coming in. So like you start on that and say they bring it out of Rise Up Invitational's like little screen thing and right on there and says just bam, squid. We think we're funny. But let's see. My opinion of that game, PIXL Esports is not playing a bad one, but when you only have the Zenyatta and the Lucio, that's kind of healing in the past, right? That's kind of like some Season 8 stuff, and especially when you're going up against 6 ultimates, and especially the EMP, there's nothing that you can do against that level of damage they can bring in, right? Especially if you throw in an anti-grenade in there, then you have nothing except a sound barrier that just get negated by an EMP instantly. So we're going to see a short pause here. Real quick, I want to talk about Kamskys over on PIXL.
Ooh, please do.
I thought did a great job switching from the Hanzo, found a pick right off on the Brigitte, right? Brigette's always one that's hard to kill. You know, she gets that 25 healing per second. She's got the 50 of armor, the most armored up of any support, and she's got that shield. She got her movement ability to get out, and her stun. You know, yeah, so always a hard one to pick off, and a great one to pick off here at the very, very beginning, especially with a headshot. Like,
in the current meta, Brigitte, in the grand scheme of things, when you're running through that stock standard 3-3 comp, is definitely public enemy number 1. The focus for me will be Virginia on the wrecking ball. He had a absolute field day last night on this very section of Lijiang Tower. Perhaps he's aiming to replicate that. And judging from Exto's composition, that might not end up coming to fruition, but he's bowling through anyway, and it's right in the back line, and Plez is already being engaged upon. Did get nanoed up.
Kamsky's hacked. Yeah, Kamsky's taken out. Kamsky's taken out by his counterpart here. Lots of red in the kill feed going against the blue. PIXL Esports going to lose this first team fight, and it looks like Exto is going to take first point.
And with a dominant fashion too. None of the members of Exto ended up going down, and a fair chunk of ult charge on their side too. There's a fair chunk towards a nano boost which could go anywhere really. You can put it on Plez, you can put it on Nectar, you can put it on Joyboy, whatever they so choose. We do see our player, the McCree, though, really trying to swat down the pharmacy combo. Being sharp so far, but already getting shot in and engaged upon by Joyboy on the Winston. But gets more down extremely low, but Nectar will be there to assist, dropping Virginia and ejecting Bad for the mech. And Kamskys is the only member of PIXL to reply.
He's going to be out from this one, yeah.
Outplay basically just playing the long duel, but now PIXL are starting to invade the point, and the
barrage at the top
ended up getting no one down, and the barrage only claimed Outplay, but now it looks like the beat is looking a lot more blue, and PIXL is slowly grinding this back, and now the nano boosted Joyboy, a very scary and very amplified Monkey Man with the Tesla cannon will be engaging out front, but the point has actually flipped over. Blizz did blow up Virginia, and Kamskis has gotten rid of Xiao Bao, and now point is now firmly in the grasp of PIXL, but Exsto were not wanting to give it up just yet.
Yeah, Outplay and Nectar both down here, but PIXL's going up to about 60%. Shatter, or not Shatter, Destruct coming at the top. Not going to find anything there. Exsto able to come back. That's sectioning doing exactly what they want to. Both tanks for Exsto getting very low here. Joyboy and Pliz diving in. Joyboy is going to pay the price for it, followed by Pliz. Thunder Kitty now down. It looks like PIXL Esports is going to be winning this team fight.
Indeed, and definitely looking to stretch somebody out. The current focus of attack might be Nectar being the Tracer darting about. If they can get the frag onto him, oh yes they can. Outplay will get the parting word at a bullet right between Tracer's eyes. And stretch of the respawns is not good, and what's even worse, they are loaded for bear on the side of PIXL. 5 of the 6, the only one missing is bad self-destruct. And there goes the EMP, the call to engage.
And it's high noon for Thunder Kitty. Xiao Bao also done. Pliz out of mech, and Exto Gaming's push is over. Yep, and there you go. PIXL takes the advantage, 62% to Exto's 58.
Yep, and not really all that much that was needed to be invested, and a couple of ults that can be brought back extremely quickly given how sharp the players are. Outplay can get the high noon or the Deadeye as quick as you would like, and Kamskis, if he plays his cards right, will get the EMP. If not this Friday, we'll get it in the next, but there is a huge hack coming in.
Yeah, in the back there, Dante has not given up these 2 for 2 seconds. Outplay now coming back, healing for his support to try to keep that Sombra off. Sombra is now on point though. Exo up to about half here as PIXL gets on in. Oh, there, yeah, more than like 2/3 here. 94, 95% for PIXL. Everybody's rotating on the point. Big self-destruct, big self-destruct in the middle. Right before that was the Tracer bomb to Aki. Now here's the other team self-destruct. Pliz is getting taken out by his counterpart self-destruct. PIXL Esports still has this, but Exto is about up to halfway here. 12 o'clock for Xiao Bao. Not going to matter. PIXL Esports might be taking this one in game 3. Oh, no, we got a little contest action at the very end. There you go. We got a nano-boosted Tracer here in the end. EMP is going to wrap this one up, though. Thunder Kitty Nectar both down. Joyboy was falling very shortly after. He had that ultimate, but not going to be able to pull it out in time. PIXL Esports going to take this in just a second. Here we go. Yep. PIXL Esports takes Lijiang Tower. Well done.
2 maps to 1. Not to say that Exto didn't put up a good enough fight. They absolutely dominated on the garden section, but in the end, it looked like PIXL definitely did come to play, and they, to Exto's credit, they are definitely not being underestimated. They're not being played down to by PIXL, and that's actually quite a big feat. Just even going toe-to-toe against the absolute frontrunner who have been so dominant throughout the regular season and in the playoff bracket. They can have their heads held high for now, but hopefully Exto can get a win on the board, and hopefully they could get it on this next map. And we will be going to the tranquil waters of beautiful blue skies and rustic architecture of Rialto.
Rialto. You got to say it with like an accent. Rialto. Right?
Accents are not my thing, friendo.
That's fair. He says with an accent to this American, right?
Yeah,
but I'm sure we can all do. But Rialto is beautiful, right? They well, I guess we were talking about Eichenwald a little while ago, and Rialto was just changed. Father Kaplan, like we were saying earlier, found out that they did a little data mining, found out that only about 41.44% of attacks end up making it all the way, and of course they want that sweet spot between the 45 and 55%. So they decided that Rialto was not conducive enough for attackers, and so they changed it so that on, I think it's the second and third points, the point move the payload moves faster through the point, and the payload moves faster in general on this to allow for attackers to get in that last little third point a little bit easier. I definitely think it's necessary.
That was added in this very recent patch. It was 1.28, which introduced another map, which we will hopefully see soon in the form of Busan. I would love to see that.
I'd love to see.
Not only a very pretty map to look at, but a very interesting map. But we'll break that down if we do end up going to it in the near future. We won't see it tonight, unfortunately, but I would really love to feast my eyes on it and see it play competitively in the near future. But now we go into the preparation phase for this initial round. Your attackers will be on the red side in the form of PIXL, And
PIXL Esports, yep. We're not going to see any subs here, right?
nobody has been tagged out. And according to my lineup sheets, these will be the core 6 that we will see all night tonight. I believe Exto does have a sub in waiting should they require it for poor Nectar and his troubles, but it looks like that they've tapered out for now.
Yep. And so far, well, we'll talk about the defense first. They're going to be playing those 2 main supports again. Exto has found a lot of value in that so far. I think this will be the first time that Dandy plays the Widowmaker, but we'll be seeing what he is able to get done on this map is extremely conducive for Widowmakers. These narrow corridors, these lots and lots of vertical positionings, you know?
Oh, it's a field day for any Widow.
Really is.
And now we see Joyboy right near the first bridge, maybe trying to get a cheeky little grab a little halt there, and Nectar will outplay the namesake of our player. That will already put the side of PIXL 1 player down. And that's been erased by Prowler, as a matter of fact, as this entire fight has just been a stalemate ever since that opening frag, and it's just up to the side of Extra Gaming to keep pushing the aggression forward.
KMC is a little bit low there. Prowler did utilize that res. He's in a second now if PIXL does lose another player, but they're just kind of fighting to a standstill here as this corner usually yields. Nectar falling here. Now Outplay is going to be the one who wins that Farah battle here. Zaobao now down. That's multiple players for Exto Gaming, and it looks like PIXL might have this defense in the bag. Not sure. Yeah, Pliz is the only one up there. Dandy falling. That's going to be it for this push.
Yep, indeed. And then Pliz in pilot form will get a hammer right to the face thanks to Virginia. And this payload is going to show no signs of slowing down. There will be a recontest given the current positioning on this side of Exto. And it looks like Nectar's trying to go over the top and has been injected with the nano boost and has forced Outplay to actually drop from the server for the time being by accidentally getting splash damage right to the wall, but that nano boost did not get all that much fruit. And now Outplay's been brought back into the fight. Virginia will turn Joyboy into strap thanks to the hammer, and Aki will eject Pliz for the
here it goes.
It will do the killing blow. Bad will melt down Nectar, and the first point will be oh so close to falling. There was only one person contending on it, and not anymore. Xiaobao will be saying their goodbyes. And now the first point will go to the side of PIXL, and this point will keep on rolling, and it's not even going to show any signs of stopping. Look at the ultimates that are on deck right now. We have the Barrage on Outplay, we have Bad with the Graviton Surge, and a potential Earth Shatter on deck for Virginia, should they so need it.
Yeah, PIXL Esports, yeah, multiple players on there. Here comes that grab, just as we were saying it. There you go. Mentioned Shell up here, 3 picks from that grab barrage combo. It's something you never want to be in the middle of. PIXL still rolling on them here. 3 picks. Yeah, 3 picks now, 3 on point.
And they are showing no signs of slowing down. And Exo, now the choice is in their court. Do they even try to get to contest? Well, they're down past the. I
think they kind of have to.
They're gonna have to have a go.
Ooh, big shatter. That might set this one up. Pliz falling. Zaobao down. Deleted from the game. We only have one person contesting over here. It looks like that's going to be that nano boost of Golden God over Reinhardt. Dandy taking out his counterpart after KMC takes out his main support. Not going to matter. PIXL Esports takes this one. Round second point, and they have 4 minutes and 51 seconds to go.
And I don't think I've seen Exo actually have a solid fight. It's always been a little bit scattered all over the place, and Exo are already in having switches and already in damage control, just judging from their composition.
Yeah, they're gonna be running this triple comp now here. The single sniper, Goats comp, Dragon's coming into point to try and section off. Not gonna matter too much. It looks like Aki's actually knows what's coming, knows where the edges of that one are. Exo on point here. Grab Valkyrie coming out for PIXL. Joyboy's gonna be in the front with that big old Ryan Sheared. Oh, that's a nasty anti-grenade. Answers it, though, with a shatter of his own. Bad taken out by the charge. And, yeah, PIXL Esports now playing off the back foot here. Brigette up in the front, trying to pressure this Reinhardt. Big shatter. Virginia finds his own. Big barrage over the top. Nano boosted. No, the Diva tries to come get the Farah. Not going to happen here, though. PIXL now down. And as you were saying it, Exto finds their stop. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to go. And as I say that, excuse me, wow. At the very end of that, PIXL answers with their own picks. Oh my god.
That was an
Blues,
absolute
Blues on
battering.
defense. Blues on defense. I'm sorry about that.
It happens to the best of us with the way that things are laid out. And now it looks like the side of Extra Gaming are wanting to make their last stand, but they are not making it easy on the side of PIXL. And Joyboy does end up taking out Bad, but Outplay will get rid of the grandmother in Thunder Kitty.
Ooh!
And he dropped for Xiao Bao, gets a bullet right through his chest.
I've called it a
Now-
noise complaint because you're not getting a sound barrier here. I'll play with a huge barrage of the top to answer that one out. Exto Gaming. Wow, yeah, they tried to get something there. PIXL Esports did a great job of backing up though, right? They took all their players, Aki, and Aki sent the Pharaoh up top, and the Widowmaker back to come back away from point to only have one person pushing it, because that's all they needed, right? They knew the Exo was going to be coming through those two doors, and they don't need to play right up in their faces.
It's essentially the boa constrictor just slowly taking the life away from the
I like that. I
defenders
like that.
on the side of Extra Gaming, and a blazing speed of 3 minutes and 16 seconds should we require the time bank moving forward. But now, on the side of Exto, what say you?
Side of Exto Gaming here. Let's see. They're going to be on a they're going to be on attack here. I would not be surprised if they played that dual support again. You know, they I don't think that's really what their problem has been so far. They tried kind of a divey comp there. They have not come off the pharmacy so far yet, right? Cyber?
That would be very much right. And we'll see the duel continue between three combatants will be going in with the exact same heroes. We'll see 2 damage dealers, Dandy and Nectar, and Kamskis and Outplay wanting to try and better one another in each other's disciplines, one being hit scan, one being projectile.
Projectile, man, that they're gonna be going for that. It looks like they're gonna be going for that burst damage again, right? The Kamski's headshots, the Outplay barrages and rockets, and then the 2 supports, the Reinhardt and the Zarya for the Deathball comp. Exto Gaming coming on out.
Let's hope they match the time. They'll be definitely hungry given how badly they got. They just basically had no chance.
3 minutes 16 seconds.
Put a defense in.
Exo Gaming round in this corner now. This is the easy one. The next one is the hard one. Virginia and Bad are gonna be waiting for him right when they come across. Bad's trying to get that. Bad's trying to get that laser up, and it's working.
And Xiao Bao and Nectar actually flanking around, and we'll get rid of Kamsky. That's one big contender drop from the fight, and Joybo will drop the counterpart in Virginia. So that's looking pretty good thus far for the side of Extra Gaming, but Bad does end up blowing themselves up. Does take Danny with them, but that frag got erased by Xiao Bao. So this payload will keep moving towards the first checkpoint.
Yeah, Exto Gaming playing like a new team, right? They're almost on that 3rd point. This next one being a pretty easy defense if you can get it in the inside of this bridge here. Ooh, big charge coming in, going to be blocked off by that Zarya bubble though. Ooh, huge anti come in to make sure that Joyboy does not get that benefit from that nano boost, right? Lots of pushing something going on a point here. It looks like Bad's trying to contest this out. He is almost to that Gravitron. Long drawn-out scene fight. There we go. Here comes a grab. Both grabs coming out here. Outplay, Nectar, both falling. No Pharaohs coming in here. Bad down. Xiao Bao deleted. The Bad is grabbed up. Prowler and PIXL Esports have all of their team up here except for Outplay. Yeah. Yo, good stop. Good stop. Right on the other side of this. As I was saying that. Thunder Kitty's going to fall here probably.
And Pliz and Thunder Kitty ended up going out of the fight. Thunder Kitty went down to Bad, and the Zarya there of Pliz just walked into the water and decided to call it quits. 2 minutes left for the first checkpoint to fall, and now it is PIXL's chance to really get stuck in.
It looks like, yeah, minute 52 seconds is not, I mean, that's not a short amount of time. Exto has some serious capabilities here, especially with 3 ults on the board and close. There you go. Okay, here comes the Valk right now. They're going to try and keep everybody alive, and PIXL answers with their own. They have 2 of their own. There you go. There comes Empress right now. Aki is going to fall, though. PIXL Esports going to res that one up as quickly as they can. They do. And Mercy is back into play. 2 minutes to go, or 2 meters to go. Sorry about that. 1 minute 27 seconds. Here comes the shatter. Virginia's gonna be able to block that one off for the most part, though. Oh, we got Justice Rain and Outplay finding one there, and here second Nectar finding it, but Kamskis shuts him down there. Kamskis, continuing to find value on that one. Anti-grenade coming through onto the Widowmaker as I say that, and this Mercy is doing a great job of keeping up Outplay. Looks like Exto is kind of backing off here a little bit.
Exto might actually be wise to try to back off given the current defensive positioning, but Aki did get dropped out of the fight, and Outplay has gone as well. And now it'll be up to the side of PIXL to try to hang on. And it looks like it might be slipping from their grasp thanks to Thunder Kitty and Joyboy being the dual combatants there. And it took a while, but now the first checkpoint has fallen to the side of Exto, but they have 3 minutes, give or take, to move the payload forward.
Ooh, Nectar falling pretty early here on this one. Looks like Outplay is going to be continuing to find value on these offensive characters he's been playing. Both teams up now to a full 6-6 after the res for Exto Gaming, and the offense is rolling. They're now off of that bridge that is so hard to contest.
So keep an eye on Outplay. 2 hit scans to deal with. That's going to give Nectar a lot of hard times moving forward. And definitely Xiaobao will have to protect their neck as well. And there goes the Valkyrie from Xiaobao and the Earth Shatter coming down.
Nice. Bad taken out here, just deleted. Oh, 12 o'clock for Xiaobao and Thunder Kitty. Call 2 birds, 1 stone. There you go. And he finds an and one. Excuse me. PIXL Esports coming through and just dominating that one with almost a full team kill.
You could pretty much sound the team kill bell for that one. It was pretty dominant. And Outplay basically told them the time, and it was time for them to lay down. And now the
12:01 and everybody's gone.
Yep, indeed.
Let's see. Let's talk about these ults on board. Both teams have an ultimate at a piece, but PIXL Esports has the Infrastrike and the Valk, but they're going to have this grab and this Shatter in the next one. Now, Exto Gaming has both Infrastrikes coming out now. Has the grab. There you go. They have the Barrage to mix it up with, but there you go. Finds it right there with the Nano Boost and all. 3 for him. Thunder Kitty is going to fall, but all the other picks are going to be against PIXL. Are going to be against PIXL here. Bad now falling. Exto going to be rolling. There's that team kill bell. Oh, I love it.
Ding ding, ring it. And that was a long time coming for Extra. They basically just gave it a couple of times, and then the barrage from Nectar got all the value you could have wanted out of that. And now it is up to PIXL to try and regulate the defense, but they won't be able to do that with Kamskis being bought out of the fight and the res being used by Prowler and the Radical Surge.
Oh, Aki and Outplay both following kills is me the only one for Exto Gaming down. And now as I say that, Joyboy also down. This is me the tank compositions for Exto Gaming now down. Res coming through. Kamskis falling by Nectar, very well placed. They are not letting these come out of the skies very easily. Nectar continuing on here, finding 2 more. There you go. Exto Gaming earns this one easily. 2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. We do have this Infrastrike on the side of Exto Gaming here, and it looks like, Nectar is definitely going to be on fire after that one. Soon enough, they're going to have this Valkyrie. PIXL does have the High Noon, now has Nano Boost, and be switching on over to the... Oh, here we go. Oh, he's not even going to let that one finish. Doesn't need to take out Nectar here. Rez is coming out for PIXL Esports. Nectar now up, Aki now up, and there we have a full 6. Shatter coming through, but doesn't... Virginia's going to do a great job of blocking that, and then get his own block actually here. An anti-grenade coming onto the main tank of Exto Gaming. Joyboy is not going to get armored up here. Oh, very well placed Zarya bubble onto Virginia there at the end. Bad doing a great job of helping out his main tank. 1 minute, 18 seconds to go. Okay, we got minute 20 seconds here, looks like. PIXL Esports on the defense. They do have that Nano Boost to be very close to a Gravitron. Exto has the Valkyrie as well as the Barrage. They have their own Nano Boost here soon, as well as the Grab. There you go, Grab coming out for PIXL, and there comes the Barrage over the top. Oh no, Nectar getting slapped in the middle of his ultimate. That is the stuff that nightmares are made out of, Cyber Waste. Oh geez, we got another sleeping Reinhardt here on the point. Looks like PIXL is going to have a solid defense. Cool. Thunder Kitty now down here. Exo going to be waiting to get to a full team composition. Zaobao now switching. They're going to be showing. There you go. Here comes the goats. I knew we were going to see it on Rialto. Might as well call it the goat farm because this last point is great for it, especially when you have 2 tank ultimates on the board almost for Exto Gaming. There you go. They're now on a point here. Nectar getting a little bit of damage. Might be 12 o'clock. Outplay says no, sir. Oh, there you go. He does take out Pliz. That shield was dropped at the right time. Oh, no. Exto Gaming getting taken out. This is probably going to be it. Oh, PIXL Esports taking it. Zao is trying to contest here. Not going to matter. As Lucio main, I felt for you, buddy. I wanted you to take it, but that's not going to matter. PIXL Esports takes second round on Rialto. Of course, this is a best of 5, so PIXL Esports only needs 1 more. We're going to talk about these 2 teams for a little bit. Let's watch this. Let's watch this play of the game. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky over the top. No shield for you, sir. Oof. Well done. Finishes up with bad here. Yeah, well done. Well done. We'll talk about these teams a little bit. We are going to take a quick little 5-minute break here in a couple minutes, but let's talk more Overwatch, PIXL Esports, and Exto Gaming specifically. Imagine that. PIXL Esports really coming through. It seemed like Exto Gaming would win individual team fights, but PIXL would always be coming through with some sort of advantage, whether that was picks, whether that was ultimates coming through off the back, or whether that was them taking a point to get extra time, right?
Yeah, it took a while for a couple of instances, especially on Rialto. There was a lot of hard work on the back of the Pharah there to even try to break a defense, but they relied so much on just to be there. They used them all correctly, but well, in the grand scheme of things, PIXL were the stronger team on the day.
Mm-hmm. We're going to take a short little 5-minute break, and we'll talk about this a little bit more once we get back. I'm FBI Tugboat, Cyber Waste, and I will see you in just a couple minutes.
seconds. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the grand finals of the inaugural Rise Up Invitational powered by AOE Esports. My name is Justin, aka Cyber West. I am joined by my co-caster Tugboat, and we are coming into quite the picture. PIXL are leading this best of 5 series, 2 maps to 0, and we have only 1 map in it for them to clinch the trophy. And we have Exsto to try and stop them, and Exsto have chosen the battlefield of Temple of Anubis, and the side of Exsto are choosing to attack. And now we move into the prep phase for defense, and it looks like the side of PIXL are doing what is colloquially referred to as the birdhouse strat. Our player will be symmetric for the brief interim, and then bring up most of his team towards the high ground on the side towards the gates. The gates was the second point, and the side of Exto, we won't really know entirely what they will do until the gates actually drop, because they love to play with the casters and crew with their picks.
Heading on in here.
Where we are back. Hello there, Tugboat. The gates are about to drop on Anubis.
Yep, Anubis, one of my favorites.
Most of people's favorites.
Ooh, almost take out Dandy here in the beginning. It looks like Kamsky is really getting this started. Already up to 40% ultimate. Jeez Louise. We're gonna see this Genji trying to flank around here in the back. Pretty common flanking maneuver. I do like it. We have an invisible Sombra down on point. There you go. Dive comes in. Nectar taken out. Oh, there you go. They're close to first tick here.
May not even want to try to touch it. Shaba will pionade Aki out of existence, and Prowler will not do it. But thankfully for the side of PIXL, there's no third accrued, but that did get a little bit scary in the intro, and Nectar got a bullet right in the eyes. So,
Kamsky's
no flanking for you.
Yeah, Kamsky's finding that one again. Very well done. Has that infrastructure in the bank as well. Nobody else is really too close to ultimate. Salbao is kind of far up there with 58. That's pretty good on Nana. Now infrastructure comes out.
Should come out very soon, and there's the Impresight to let the members of PIXL know where Exto are looking to trade. It looks like they are looking to try to waterfall down towards the point from the left-hand side. They will start to do so, but Kamsky's being overhead will be quite the stubborn beast to try and quell.
Yeah, Aki taken out there. Exo Gaming is on point. They're very close to that first tick here. Ooh, there you go. There's first tick. Bad taken out. D-Mech and tossed instantly. Riptire coming on in here. Big hack. Looks like Virginia's going to be the only one on point. Takes out Zabo in the end. There you go. PIXL Esports with a solid hold. A couple members here. But Prowler falls. That might be it. Virginia now down as well. There you go. Exto seems to be taking this one. Defense. Yep, coming on back there. Oh, no, they're not on point.
Yeah, they went to the alcove and decided not to, but Kamsky's will definitely be the last person dropping, and now Bad, thanks to all the bought time with the Kamsky's being a threat, is now ejected out of the mech and properly downed. Despite that last hurrah, PIXL will surrender the point, and Exo have 5 minutes and 45 seconds to take second. And given their current positions, they might be well poised to do so.
Yeah, they got 6 ultimates now on the board. They have waited, and this will pay off for them in just a second. Here you go, Blade coming out. He's slicing and dicing. Nano boosted as well. Self-destruct coming over, finds Dandy. There, Exo Gaming with 3 or 4 picks now here. Looks like it's going to be Kamsky's and the Diva in. Oh, it's falling now. D-Mech and tossed instantly. They're up to about 2 ticks. They got 2 ticks. Virginia coming in to try and contest here. Hammond is going to try and get it going for him. The outplay in the back. He's trying to come over. He gets slept in the back. Oh, self-destruct coming out. Not going to find anything there. They're very close. 90% here. Angry Monkey jumping around on point. Coming out. Kamsky's falling, though, right immediately after this. Lucio trying to keep everybody alive here. Lots of Exto Gaming players on fire here. D-Mech instantly. And Virginia's going to be hacked. Prowler trying to keep everybody up. He's trying to keep off the sides, and Exto isn't really paying attention to him. There you go. Nectar kind of comes in, pressures that. Now Ham and Minefield coming out. Zabal is going to fall that one, running into these mines. Virginia and Bad. It looks like PIXL might have stabilized here, but with Joe Boy falling, they're going to have to do a little bit more to keep this in. Exto, there you go. Yeah, Exto falling a couple here. This attack is over. 91.6%. They have 4.5 minutes to take it. Cyber.
They took so much to get there, and commendations to Exsto Gaming for sure. They definitely had PIXL on the back foot very early on, but they finally evened out on the side of PIXL, and now the true test begins for Exsto, and KFC is actually out via the entrance. If this EMP goes off, it could get a ton of value. He's behind the entire team, and there we go.
There you go. There's the EMP. Oh, Exto getting very low here. Joe Boy almost falling. His elbow down, twist down. PIXL takes it even through the... Wow. Well done. They use that EMP to their advantage and stops that attack in its tracks. Big team kill. There's the bell.
Daddy actually got stretched out in terms of respawns. Have to wait for him to return, and that's exactly what he will do. But on the side of Exto, we do have a few good ultimates there. And Outplay being a little bit too far out, that could actually be costly, especially with the Pulse Bomb in the back pocket. And there is the Dragon Blade being unsheathed by Nectar. This could be Exo's cue to go, especially with Prowler being hit in the deck.
Oh.
That is definitely the cue.
Multiple down. Self-destruct coming on to point. Not going to find anything there. Just sectioning off for a second. Hammond back on the point here. Outplay trying to stay up. He gets taken out in the end, though. Joy Boy is going to fall before he does. Aki down. Nano boosted. Genji. Here we go. Nectar is on fire and unstoppable. They take it. Exto Gaming, well done. Take it with about a minute left, I believe.
We will consult the all-knowing in-game timer for that one. And
there you go.
We'll see 3 minutes and 12 seconds in the back pocket for the side of Exto. And now, PIXL, we know what you're capable of. You've got a very high record in your name. Can you match that time or better it? You did a good job last night, or one of the teams did a very good job last night, having over 6 minutes in their back pocket. Maybe they will try and replicate that.
6 minutes. That is the stuff that dreams are made out of, right? 6 minutes on second point of 2CP. I think most, I think most Overwatch players, have nice little dreams about that in between their comp matches, right?
Well, I would. I definitely would.
Yeah,
if I had a time like that in my back pocket, I'd be like, "Ooh, well, things are cushy."
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Mix up ultimates and or mix up team comps, trying to get the ultimates they won there. I mean, of course, Exto found what they really wanted to. These dives are being executed pretty well and followed up. What I would love to see is 2 dive comps coming in, trying slam against each other, see who gets the EMPs off if they choose to run that Sombra again. PIXL Esports, of course, is going to be playing, for an untarnished record, right? They've had maps taken off of them. They have not lost a match in this tournament yet.
No, they are on match point. If they win out of Anubis, they will be the champions and in dominant fashion.
Yeah. Temple Anubis. Yeah, I guess it is. It's the best of 3. Could be it here. Of course, we'll see in overtime regardless, because Exto has that 3 minutes and 12 seconds. But I'm interested to see. PIXL Esports showing all kinds of different wonkiness, but Exto is going to be going with that kind of divey composition. Thunder Kitty over on the Lucio we saw a little bit last match. Zabao staying on that Ana for main support.
And look out for Outplay on the McCree. It will be damage boosted as well, and really wanting to let the Peacemaker say the word and force the will of the side of Exto. And it looks like they are wanting to do that early on the side of PIXL. A lot of the opposition are being brought extremely low, and both of the sides are in a bit of a tussle right now.
Ooh, both monkeys falling here. Only going to be humans playing this. Well, I guess we got an Omnic or 2 as well, but lots of pushing and shoving going on here. Looks like Exto is going to be winning. Yeah, looks like defense will be winning this one so far. Aki falling off.
Well, that'll definitely put an end to that. Kamsky's got cut in half, and until Kamsky actually returns to the fray, this push is going to be dead and buried.
Anti-grenade almost got a couple members of PIXL. Of course, that would have stalled him out here. Aki falling. Yeah, PIXL's getting poked pretty hard here. Falling, losing a member here and losing a member there to start this out. Prowler does get that res off, but of course they're going to want that res in 30 seconds.
Dandy behind the entire enemy team. If he can get a high-value hack and melt out the target, that is a juicy one, as a matter of fact. And then Outplay will be cut down by Nectar at the unsheathed blade. Nectar will also claim another in Kamsky's and bring Virginia extremely low, but Nectar, despite his good valiant efforts, will have to ride the lightning all the way back to spawn. Virginia actually hacked and already being engaged upon.
There you go. Val coming out for PIXL. Valor's trying to keep everybody alive. This anti for a second. Oh, Self-destruct coming over the top. Isn't going to find anything there. Trying to section off players as it is intended. PIXL trying to get on in here. Zappa falling to a well-placed shield bash. And looks like Plez and company are kind of by themselves down here. Yeah, PIXL on sport. Yeah, there you go. PIXL on point here. They have 6 on. Plez going to be it. That's it. And then yeah, it looks like they're going to be taking this probably without much. They might actually get that close to that 6 minutes that you were talking about. Here you go, Cyber.
They might do actually. No, they will not. They get 4 minutes added when the point falls to them. So it'll be 5 minutes and 40 seconds, and they might want to keep this momentum going, especially with the armor given to them by Kamskis. And there goes the hack from Dandy, but the life will be given up for it.
Yep, he pays the ultimate price for that one, but yeah, it doesn't look like PIXL is really gonna capitalize on that one. Yep, there you go. Here they come. Sound barrier coming out for Exto, trying to keep everybody alive. That nano boost coming on. The Genji here does not have that blade yet. Self-destruct not gonna find anything there. Bad. Now back in mech and PIXL up to a full 6 still. We've been trying to push in from either sides here. Kind of got somebody off the side. Nope, they're all back, and there you go. Here comes that blade. Nectar trying to find something with it. He stopped. There you go. That's 2 PIXL Esports players down. I would be surprised if they continue on with this.
They're definitely not doing it now, especially with Kamski's already backpedaling, and Bad being forced to hit the deck. Joyboy and Dandy did end up going down, but that's just small fry in the grand scheme given the defenders at their close spawn. So now we wait for PIXL to come together and go for another run. They might go for a dry run given nobody has an ult up yet. A couple of the members are close, but it'll just be mere formalities for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, so right now PIXL is playing that solo damage, triple support, double tank right here. PIXL's yeah, that's very, very, very popular one. Ooh, sleeping outplay on point here. Oh, there you go. PIXL now pushing on the point. Kamski's and company in the front. EMP coming out by Exto Gaming onto the back of PIXL Esports. They're going to pay the price for that one. Joyboy falling as he dives on in here. But PIXL is trying to get it going here. They're down 2 players, and not much they can do with that one.
No, especially Prowler trailing behind. It could actually be pretty ugly, but they get away relatively unscathed.
Exto's doing a great job of getting a pick at the beginning of these to try and stop these PIXL Esports attacks in their tracks. Bad and company, other monkey up in the front here. You know, the Exto's gonna be very close to all of their ultimates here, right? Here you go. Here it comes, Nectar doing what Nectar does. Self-destruct coming over in the top here. Oh, Nectar gets taken out by a well-placed shield, or not shield bash, whip strike by the enemy Brigette. Aki rezzed up here. Looks like PIXL Esports is only down one of them. Their diva, Virginia's over on the side trying to get something going here. He comes back on in here. Here we go. Sound barrier coming out for Exto Gaming. Thunder Kitty finds that just in the right time. PIXL does not have this first tick yet, y'all. Zalboy in the back. Anti-grenade coming in here. Not going to find too much there. EMP for Exto Gaming. Dandy trying to set down this team. PIXL is trying to get it going here with a Transcendence and a Valkyrie Mercy over the top. Not sure if that's going to be enough. They're pretty close here. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Pliz falling. D-Mech. Dandy falling. Kamsi's continuing to find Valley in the Brigade. Here we go, and they take it. We're going to overtime, guys.
We are going, but PIXL had to do a lot more work compared to what Exto actually had to pull out. It will show in the time bank, it showed in the form of play, and basically when you look at it, there's not all that much separating both of these teams. So, at least in this discipline, in the assault discipline, you can say that they're a lot more evenly matched than the records will even show.
Yeah, and even the match record will show, right? PIXL Esports showing much less dominance in this map as they have before. They even have less time than Exto does on attack, right? 251, 312 is not that much difference, like you were just saying. But I mean, that 20 seconds can't really matter. Of course, they get the first point, they get an extra 30 seconds to regroup with the team a little bit, try and get a full 6 on into their next push. Now, not be surprised if it took them that entire time, the way Exto was playing.
We'll have to wait and see. We have the 30-second warning brought to us by Athena. And we see on the side of PIXL, they really want to stick with outplay on this McCree. I mean, as sharp as he's been, you can't really blame them.
Yeah, he's found 2-for-1 frequently with that high noon, trying to tell everybody what time it is. Outplay really has found a lot of value there. Prowler has gotten in there and damage boosted him right when he needs it too. You know, Aki has done some great job with those Discord orbs as well. You can tell that PIXL Esports is a very coordinated team.
It's definitely shown not only in their play but in their record. It's why they've been such a unstoppable force, undefeated and only dropping 2 maps in the entire competition, and that will be a point that we will hammer home. But there has been a hack already with Dandy knocking the electronics out for a little bit of time for one of the PIXL members. Now it's just a mutual battle back towards the main point of the fountain.
Well placed anti there. Bad getting taken out of mech. Joyboy falling. Aki now down. Oh, looks like PIXL might be playing kind of off the back foot here without a main diva thing up on point here. There you go. Virginia trying to find this here. Yep, he's trying to take out these supports in the back. Big anti coming on to the monkey here, though. Nectar falling. The well-placed shield bash. Yeah, that one right now. Virginia not falling as he was trying to pressure the supports. Not going to matter. Looks like Exto's, Exto with a pretty solid defensive hold.
That anti-nade did quite a lot. Just as Kamskis was trying to armor them up and get them back in the fight, it ended up just not getting there, and the anti-nade did a lot of work in that regard. So that push has been thwarted for PIXL, and now it is up to PIXL to actually try again. But they do have outplay with the Deadeye at the ready.
Virginia kind of diving pretty far in here without his team. Here we go. The nano boosted coming through here. Nectar's trying to find some value in that one. He's up to about 92%. We're not going to see a blade on that one. Virginia falling. Exto is playing 6-5 here.
The Nectar does now have the blade at the ready. Be extremely afraid of that one, but outplay will put a bullet right through Joyboy, and PIXL will slowly advance towards the point. But there is a big Bionade right on top of PIXL. That will stop the healing from everybody on the side of PIXL, and Bad will actually drop the potential menace of Nectar. Kamskis will put the flower right through Xiaobao, and now this defense is slowly being eroded away by PIXL's advance.
There you go. PIXL just taking it apart, one could say. PIXL by PIXL. Dandy is now in here trying to contest. Not going to happen for him, though. He's just going to reset with team, try and get that little bit of stall off. PIXL Esports taking the first one. They got about a minute to take the second.
So they'll have to basically line up all their blocks and get a Tetris, or it's going to be lights out for PIXL.
I like that. I like that. Ooh, Joyboy getting bursted down in the end. This might be the they need. EMP coming out. Dandy getting taken out for it, though. Sound barrier coming out by Thunder Kitty, trying to keep everybody up. Sound Nectar pulling that blade. Now here, Transcendence coming out in response pretty much instantly. Outplay is anti-grenade here, but the Pixels are starting to play on point. Nectar taken out again by this Brigette. Kamskis is finding all the value in the world there. Outplay does have this high noon set. Those self-destruct coming out here, trying to section off teams. Now they're going to find anything there, though. Blizz falling as soon as that is concluded, and Outplay is trying to tell him what time it is. Nectar does not listen, though. He punches him right in the face, shuts that one down. Outplay does get the res up as Joyboy is coming through, trying to really just disrupt everybody here after that ultimate. Nectar falling, and it looks like PIXL is going to be playing 6-5 here. Yeah, Nectar's going to be coming back in just a second. 10 seconds to go, guys. Valkyrie coming out, Prowler over in the top. This could be for all its tomatoes, as they say. Virginia falling by his counterpart, Joyboy with a very well-placed jump on in there. Joyboy continuing to find value, taking out tanks and DPSs alike. They have 3 on here. Exto Gaming and trying to hold here. Kamski's continuing to find the value here. PIXL going to be trying to come in here. Dandy does get that EMP off. Not going to be any ultimates coming through for PIXL Esports until now. There we go. Coalescence coming out now for Exto, trying to keep everybody alive. Not going to matter for Outplay. He gets shut down. Transcendence Tacky trying to keep everybody up here so Prowler can get that res up, and he does. Outplay now back. Looks like PIXL Esports going to be playing 4-6 now. Oh, this might not bode well for the attack. Prowler down. This is probably going to be it. Not going to be any extra here. Yep, looks like PIXL Esports going to get deleted. That self-destruct's going to find one. Exto Gaming coming in to try and take a point in this match.
Goodness me, you casted that just about as hard as that defense would try to hold on.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Long team fight. Long team fights are quite the boon for any caster, and you've passed that with flying colors, and I'm like,
thank you. I'm not
please don't turn blue for the love of Pete. But the entire time bank had been eroded for the side of PIXL. They did not gain a single third. That is a big point of contention. So now the win condition for the side of Exto is as follows. They take out the first point around the fountain, and they get a 33.3% capture on the second point to take the map, and we move on to our fourth.
I would be very interested to see that. All Exto Gaming really has to do is take first point quickly, and then they'll have all the ability in the world to switch things around to, you know, especially take it within first minute. That 2-minute mark is just really a sweet time to be able to build up any ultimates you want to, or switch, right? Switch off team comps to try and stack ultimates, or just try and go in there with what they have. That 2 minutes really is like the, kind of like you were saying, the win conditions, right?
That and more of a proving ground. They do have a little bit more room to actually breathe.
And we're going to see it going. PIXL Esports now on defense. They do have a flanking Sombra here. Campsky's going to try and get off a hack.
And Dandy actually passed Campsky's right there. So both the Sombras passing each other like ships in the night, but Campsky's will be coordinating this information onto the side of PIXL, saying there's going to be a waterfall coming, watch your backs, and they're already starting to engage. Our player has been put on the bench.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to call that a cascade of players coming in there. It'd be a little bit confusing. The res coming out there for outplay, and it looks like PIXL's going to be fighting. Ooh, I was going to say 6-6, but now with Bad getting demech, that's not going to well for him. Exto's Gaming's Anna's pull off the side here. Bao is trying to keep it together, not going to happen. 2 minutes, 23 seconds, and it looks like PIXL is going to be... I'm not sure what's going to be happening here, Cyber. Aki falling, there you go. Bongo's coming out now. Oh, Nectar down. We're going to see a Riptire in just a second. Dandy gets melted down there in the end. Joyboy eats that Riptire right to the face. PIXL Esports up. There you go. Yeah, this attack is done. 41.9%. 2 minutes left for Exto Gaming.
And then Thunder Kitty ended up going out a little bit later too. So the bright side for Exto Gaming, they got a third. So that win condition did end up getting stretched, and goodness me, that looked like the members are already wanting to try and prevent a further advance, but Dandy does have the EMP in the back pocket. That will be the call to go, depending on where Dandy will end up being positioned. Now Exo is slowly moving to advance, and Dandy got caught in the trap and absolutely destroyed. So this attack is losing a leg.
Yeah, Exto Gaming. Here you go. Self-destruct coming up the top. Both self-destructs coming out. Outplay by a place Blade. Joyboy not able to get away from bad self-destruct, and the attackers are back on the point here. Virginia trying to belt out this damage here. Oh, excuse me. Outplay falling up. There you go. Exto Gaming close to the second tick. Campsky's falling. It might take us here. Yep, that second tick. They're up to about 80% here now. Looks like Prowler is going to be by himself. He does not want to get staggered here as the main healer. And he does.
Even wanted to try to buy a bit more time, or just die as quickly as possible, because if he gets stretched out, it's not a fun time. And now on the side of Exo, you're actually quite poised to try and take a third, especially with the EMP still in the back pocket for Dandy. Yeah, down to half health, but now getting to heal back up, and that will be the call to go as soon as the EMP gets put to use.
There it is, EMP coming out, Joyboy falling. That's for PIXL Esports now, that's not Dandy's. Very well placed anti-grenade coming out to Campsky's. He might not be, oh no, he gets it. Nectar now playing the Pharah gets taken out here. PIXL Esports backing up onto the defense, kind of not going to want to show there unnecessarily. There you go, Exo Gaming now pulled up to a full 6. We'll see them coming in just a second. Because this is really
oh no.
Oof, no we're not.
Dandy got caught on the way out. That's going to make things even more difficult. And with the time bank ever shrinking, this could be the last stand for Exto Gaming. And it is up to them to try and do their best. They do have the EMP and Nano Boost on deck, so they could definitely make something of it, but they will have to put everything in motion and use everything correctly, or it's going to be game over. There goes the Nano Boost from Starbound.
There you go. Answered by a Transcendence pretty much instantly. Nectar falling as is outplay. 1 damage character for each team down. They are playing even. PIXL Esports trying to come back on in here. They are now down to contesting sound barrier for Exo Gaming. Keeping everybody alive here. Virginia falls as he does that sound barrier. Oh, self-destruct coming out! Oh, not going to find anything there. Aki down. Bad demeched. And they're still pouring in the damage here, y'all. Campsky's also down. Big anti-grenade. There we go, and they take it. Exo Gaming. This game is not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. 1-2. We're going to be moving on to hybrid map, I believe.
Yes, sir. We do have the choice from PIXL. The ball is in their court in terms of the map pool. We see this play of the game from Bad. But with all things considered, Exo Gaming can definitely show that they have a ton of resilience and resolve. And we will stress this point again, that is the third map in this entire tournament that PIXL have surrendered to the record. So now, PIXL, what say you? Where do we want to go? We are going into Eichenwald, and now attack or defend. And Tugboat, you are giddy with joy, I can tell.
I am, dude. I'm amped, dude. This is awesome. I really wanted this to go to a game 4, and now we are doing it. Eichenwald on the next. We were talking about this just a little while earlier, and this has been the map that was changed up a little bit for the better. PIXL Esports is going to be on the attackers here. Exsto Gaming on defense. Wait, no, sorry. I did that again, didn't I? It looks like Exsto Gaming is going to be on the Exsto Gaming is going to be on attack. Yeah, and PIXL is going to be on
Exto's on attack, and PIXL in blue will be on defense.
Mm-hmm. I would be surprised if we saw a Bastion, but
we could be seeing a suicide pact very soon as the gates drop. But we do have a pause, and we have had a drop in a player. Nectar has been dropped into the ether, and for those that did join us last night, or maybe joining us late, Nectar has had a little bit of a rough time in terms of him and technology in the game.
Yeah,
so
it's okay.
With him coming back.
Delays, not the O word.
Thank goodness for thesauruses, to be honest. It's really bailed me out of those predicaments.
What's that?
Thank goodness for thesauruses. It's made me want to use more words to say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's kind of casting, right? Especially if you're talking, having to say the same things over and over. Sometimes you really want to do, work with the different words. What's the movie? Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams, where he says that, what does he say? Oh yeah, language was invented for one reason, gentlemen, to woo women, and in that endeavor, mediocrity will just not do. So, we're wooing women here, Cyber.
That's well, if you put it that way, I'll definitely be on board. I've just been more this word sounds fun. Let's try and use that and put that into a cast.
Okay, and the classic games, classic movie society. Nectar will be back in just a second, though, and just as a reminder, this is the best of 5, in the Rise Up Invitational, and AOE or PIXL Esports, is up 2-1 against Exsto Gaming. Best of 5, so they'll be playing they'll be playing 2 more matches if Exsto wins this one. Is that correct?
That is indeed correct. And let me
just updating all the new viewers.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. We do indeed appreciate your company and a little bit of a look into the eyes of the future of Australian Overwatch. We have a lot of contenders, alumni, and members from Open Division, and they are definitely wanting to prove their worth on the stage. And now Nectar has been brought back into the server. The readies have been called, and now it is only on to the unpause to take place. And now we are back in action, and we press play on Eichenwald, put the tape into the deck, and we are going to record a little bit of history.
Right? Absolutely. Especially as Lucio main, always love all the
yes, I knew you'd appreciate that. I really did. Now,
absolutely.
Let's take a look at PIXL. Yeah, they are wanting to put some combatants into the river. A little bit of
real quick, let's throw a little entertainment factor in here. If you had to give one of these players, like a MVP, I would not say it's any member of PIXL Esports now, because they all just killed themselves. Of course, they're doing that to show like a wonky team comp trying to get a rise of Exsto Gaming. But if I had to say someone so far, I'll probably say Kamskis, right? Kamskis has shown a lot of value on these DPS characters, and then he came on over to the Brigade, right? Did a great job on that one, especially taking out Nectar's Genji over and over again.
Yeah, Brigitte well, Briggs is basically public enemy #1 for any team comp, but Kevski's has been an absolute menace towards any projectile character or any character period, especially ones with aerial superiority. But now the gates have dropped. Exto Gaming, it is your time to storm the castle. They are on attack first.
They're going to be running this pharmacy combo up in the sky between Nectar and Zhao Bao again. Is that Zhao Bao? I think I've been saying it. Cyber, you got something for me?
We haven't been corrected yet. And Virginia's actually hit the deck next to Dandy, so that is a Winston off the table and a potential big body out of commission. Pliz is ejected bad for the mech, but Outplay will get 2 to reply. The pharmacy combo of Exo Gaming are now off of the server and back on respawns. Pliz will move rockets right through Kamskis, and this full-blown war of attrition will slowly be won from the looks of things on the blue side of
bad taken out just as soon as he gets back into his mech there. He is going to see the res. PIXL Esports now up to 6 here. Danny trying to get something going. Not be said with team. So Gaming got 3 minutes, and they're finding a lot of value in this pharmacy already.
Indeed, and still a absolute medicine. There is a acute demonstration. A bullet will be put right to Nexa, and that resurrection will be forced out. And now the Deadeye is at the ready for Kamsky, so it'll be up to him to figure out where that goes and let everybody know what the time is. The sound barrier will go down on the side of Exto Gaming, and that will be the cue to attack the point.
Yeah, Dandy and Aki both falling here, so both teams will be fighting 5-5 here after using their Prowler has that Valve. There you go, Justice coming down! Outplay taken out, though. Nectar not able to finish his Prowler. The Battle Mercy takes that one out, finds the res there, takes out, he's shutting down ultimates, he's rezzing up players, he's getting it done. PIXL Esports going to win this team fight, send Exto back to the drawing board.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to tip your healers. Danny will shred down Virginia, though, so that is Winston yet again out of the fight, but Outplay will cut down the pharmacy combo once again. Outplay having a number right on top of Nectar and Xiaobao.
Oh, Danny's coming around the back with this EMP. He's trying to flank, coming into this back hallway here. Oh, but he's got, he's been found out. He's been had. The monkey inspector found him. He's going to investigate. I'm not sure if Dandy's going to be able to get away from that, actually.
Dandy's put the translocator down, but definitely still wanting to get the most value of as much value as possible out of the EMP, but that won't mean much when Outplay and Kamskis run a tandem effort on the attack of Extra Gaming, and they're going to have to wipe the board clean, and we have just over 1 minute and 15.
A tandem effort, and this bike ride is done for Exto Gaming.
It's not your regular tandem bike, it's a tandem bike with chains and a whole lot of
chains and a pacemaker and a bunch of rockets coming out and everything. Oh, Dandy falling. That EMP there, Bad is going to fall here. Looks like Exto is going to be playing down 4-5 here. Outplay up in the sky, trying to get kept up here. Prolor is doing a good job at docking the matter. Fly is not letting out that consistent damage. Nectar is going to find the res here, though. It looks like Kamsky is going to find that one in here. Now we got an Angry Monkey jumping around on the point. I'm not sure if that was, Virginia's trying to find it here. And as I say that, more PIXL Esports players are trying to find Pix here. Aki is going to fall to another support player in the back. Outplay falling to his counterpart. Nectar, this might be it. Not going to matter. Nectar getting done what divas do to Pharaohs. That's going to happen there. Bad out of mech. Virginia falling. Ooh, yeah. Looks like Extra might have this one. There you go. 6 on. They get it out in the last couple seconds. 15 to go, and they're taking it.
It took them a while to grind it out, but everything finally went the way that it should, and now this payload will start to move, and PIXL are well and truly ready to recontest given their position. They're going extremely aggressively, going past the gate. If you look at Virginia's current position, definitely doing a little bit of scouting before the gate formally opens, and the payload will move on through towards the castle. And another pause.
Yeah, Virginia's doing a great job of this monkey of being up there and always pressuring and whatnot. And I'm honestly kind of surprised that he has been able to get these off so quickly, right? Dandy has been up there and has been getting these hacks off left and right, and once monkey's hacked, obviously you can't be jumping around. It's only 5 seconds, which really is that long of a cooldown if you think about it. But once he's hacked, he has no ability to do anything except just a little tickle, right? I'm amazed that Exto Gaming has not been able to take out Virginia as he is, having these more aggressive dives, like I was just saying, at the front of this drawbridge as they're coming. It might be because Dandy is kind of off the side. Maybe I haven't really been paying attention that much, but you'd think that'd be prime hacking material, right?
Oh, sometimes you just have to take what you could get with a Sombra and their hack. So big, high value, juicy target will indeed be those tanks. You could make Virginia drop like a stone and not have to jump. You could have Bad just be locked in place with no defense matrix, and no boosters to get away. You could even hack one half of the pharmacy duo, especially Farah, if only for the fact that they basically drop like a stone if they're really high up. And basically being slim pickings if you don't have a...
What goes up must come down, right? We're killing the absolutely lame sayings today.
Yeah, we're running through a checklist. I believe we have a quota that we have to meet.
Yep. Let's see. I got a couple traditional sportscasters references I can throw in there. Yeah, I got one the next time for a Diva. I love incorporating traditional sportscaster. A lot of NFL, a lot of MLB, a lot of football, American football, a lot of baseball. References, little Joe Buck action, little Vin Scully. Vin Scully casted LA Dodgers games for like 67 years straight or something like that.
Actually, one of my biggest inspirations is actually Vin Scully.
Yeah, well, he should be. I'll be 27 in January, so 67 years is just shy of 2.5 times out. That means this man casted LA Dodgers games, every single one. I know he had a couple sick days in there, but every one for every season for 67 freaking years. That is the dream. That is poggers, as they say, as the kids say nowadays. That is nutty. That is wild. Yeah, right. Okay. We won't revisit that.
I say that as a rib, of course.
I hear you. But 67 years, man. 67 years. In baseball, like, I'm not sure how much you guys play baseball in Australia, but like here, it's kind of boring to watch on TV. But if you're there, then it's awesome. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. And it's actually the exact same in Australia. Shout out to the Australian Baseball League and their new season coming very soon. But now, Nectar, you have returned. And you are back on the line. You will be on Genji, and there's no time wasted. They're already going at it. Right.
No rest for the wicked. Joyball falls with his Primal Rage here, and it looks like it might be 12 o'clock for Kamskis. He's not going to find anything. That zoning ult does what zoning ults does. Thunder falling. Joyboy is going to get rezzed up here, but Exto Gaming is fighting 5-6.
Now, the side of Exto may just want to just basically hold the line until the entire team is up and running, and now this payload will start to be in a point of contention as it goes to the initial S-bend moving up towards the castle. And Virginia and Kamskis will be thinning this attack even further, especially with Shaba being taken out of the fray, and Pliss will run Virginia over. Aki will silence Thunder Kitty, and now this fight will continue.
Self-destruct coming on here. I think that was just trying to get on back. Joyboy coming through here, but not going to find anything from it. Very well. Hey, can you hear me? I think I just went through a little bit of lag. Sorry, delay. Yeah, okay, cool. Aki falling, Prowlo down, PIXL Esports now down here. Virginia taking it. There you go. Nectar doing what Nectar does, hacking, slashing all the way. This attack is rolling. They have 60 seconds.
Yep, 1 hot minute, and I got a feeling Nectar will be selling me steak knives better than Tim Shaw. And there is the parting frag onto outplay, so that might make things a little bit out of order for the side of PIXL Gaming looking into the future. But if you look at their ultimate back, it is quite a juicy set. We do have the Valkyrie, as it does get popped by Prowler, and all the other ones will be falling into the fray. Virginia will be extremely angry and wanting to battle back on the side of Exto, but the Pulse Bomb will stick to Shabao and send her to the grave. And there goes Joyboy as well, knocked into the moat.
Oh boy, Pliss, Thunder, oh my god. And one pick, two pick, I would say red pick, but they're all blue picks. 12 seconds to go. I'm not sure if Exo is going to be able to get back in here. PIXL only used 2 ultimates for that one. They have 2 big zoning ultimates to go. I would be very surprised if Exo was able to get back in here with only their self-destruct left. 1 second, down the falling, self-destruct coming out. And now, I would be surprised. Kamskis, where is it? Oh no, Pliss finds 2 over the back! As I was saying that,
the hype was so big it knocked Tugboat right out of existence. Sorry, buddy. Well, I'm gonna take it from here. It looks like the side of
bad
Extra Gaming
falling
is
here.
just living, and Tugboat has actually come back. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry about that. There's a little bit of delay on mine. Exto with a Q. Yeah, that dude big. It knocked me out of chat. 3 rolling in here. I think they're going to be able, but PIXL is definitely going to try and contest this. There you go. We got a monkey on there. Virginia is very close to that angry monkey. He's up to about 82% here. Nectar diving in. Joyboy going to fall. Outplay finding them in the back as he was trying to distract here, but Aki now down. Nectar falling after he dives in with the blade here. Aki getting rezzed up here. Virginia, the main tank down for PIXL Esports. They're trying to get it last little bit. Kamsky's, self-destruct coming on a point. Well, as well, Paolo going to get taken out by that self-destruct here. Dandy is on point, trying to roll that all the way in by himself. Not going to happen. PIXL Esports has 2 up there, and there they take it! PIXL Esports holds the defense on Eichenwald, not letting Exto Gaming get to that second point. Well done.
It looked so close, though, on the side of Extra Gaming. Just about to storm the castle, but it was not to be. PIXL just edged them out.
Not going to get
now
that.
The win condition is set in stone for the side of PIXL to win the map, win the series, and win the entirety of the Rise Up Invitational. They just have to get to 121.78 meters past the second checkpoint. PIXL, show us your metal and make your pixels shine so bright that it blinds anyone that opposes you.
Show me the money. Show me the money. Okay, I'm guessing you guys don't. Okay, that's an old. That's not.
That I got it, but I don't think it really fits.
That's fair. Well, it's Cuba Gooding. Yeah, never mind. All right, here's another movie reference. I wasn't sure if you got it. That's okay.
It's Jerry Maguire. That's what you.
Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. and Tom Cruise and yeah. But he's talk. Never mind. We'll talk about my failed references later. PIXL Esports going to be on attack here. They have a full 4 minutes for the first one. Going to go Exto Gaming, like you were saying. The win condition being them getting first point and then basically getting to second point, right? Because PIXL just needs, like you said, what 100. I think Exto got it within a couple meters, right? Like they had that countdown, right?
It was just under a meter, I believe, if not a little bit more than that. Give or take. It was so close to breaking down the door, but it did not end up panning out. Now 10 seconds until the gates open, and potentially the final map will start its second stanza. And here we go.
I like it, like an orchestra, right? And this is the first Rise Up Invitational, correct?
Correct.
All right, Pharmacy's up in the top. Oh, and wow, Outplay taken out. Usually Pharmacies are supposed to help people. Outplay is going to get rezzed up. Prowler not going to have that res 30 seconds or so. But each team is fighting 6-on-6 here. Dive coming in for PIXL Esports. They're getting a lot of damage off here. Bao is taken out in the beginning. Oh, Kamsky is finding value on that. Continually just switching from one character to the next and finding them. It looks like PIXL Esports might have won this team fight before it really even started. Exo Gaming wasn't really able to get together and fight like coercively to here. Now, D-Mech coming out for Blizz. Looks like PIXL Esports going to be taking this one. They're getting another 2.5 minutes to go almost, 6 minutes to take second point?
Yes, it would be 5 minutes and 43 seconds, give or take it. That was surgical from the side of PIXL Esports. They weren't even a team fight. It was essentially a couple of sanctioned fights in amongst the pub and on the point proper. And now
couple lopsided duels, right?
Indeed. That's exactly what you'd want if you're on the attacking side, though. Don't make it a fair fight.
Yeah, right. Fight dirty and cheat to win. PIXL Esports better than most with that pick on to Thunder Kitty pretty early. Not going to see. He's back now, but looks like PIXL is rolling down. There you go. They're rotating down the bottom now. Joyboy and his fellow tank. Oh, self-destruct coming over in the top.
And Kamsky's actually drilled down Dandy. That is a huge counterpart. And Blizz is almost getting ejected from the mech, and there it goes. It's a team effort, and it shocks Blizz to death. Oh dear, that is not the way to go. Outplay does go down. A reply from Joyboy is all welcome, but PIXL and Kamsky's in particular does have the EMP ready to go and put Xiaobao on the bench. So that is a huge omission for the defense of Exto Gaming.
Yeah, PIXL is forcing them to fight, not on point. Look at this. PIXL is almost maybe 20 meters around. They're rounding the bridge right now. Dandy is trying to find this. He gets the dive on him. Ooh, he shows his face and gets dove on instantly. Nectar now up. Exto Gaming is fighting 5-6. EMP coming out against Exto Gaming. Now comes the Transcendence. Aki trying to keep all of team alive here. Kamsky's has him hacked. Nectar falling. Thunder Kitty down. And it looks like they're only going to have a couple more of their tanks on the point here. Their main healer, Indiana, is down. Prowler is going to be coming back in just a second. Ooh, Pliz falling. This might be it, guys. They only need a few more meters here. PIXL is up about 2 picks here. They're fighting 5 to 6 now. As I say that, more falling. Caster's Curse, 2 coming out. Self-destruct over the bottom. Dalbell forced to fall down. 2 self-destructs heading it through. PIXL Esports is going to be taken on the... And that's going to be it. PIXL Esports wins the Rise Up Invitational for AOE Esports. 3-1. Very cleanly. Well done, PIXL Esports.
Indeed, in a shower of confetti, Doritos, Mountain Dew, and self-destruct fallouts, the members of PIXL Esports will take Eichenwald the series and win the first Rise Up Invitational. And with players like Virginia's, as you do see here, it definitely was clear cut as soon as the first engagement was.
Bye-bye. Oof. Pick after pick. 1 pick, 2 pick, like I was saying. Virginia did a great job there of diving in consistently, and especially on that last map. Kind of like I was saying, I didn't really get to finish what I was saying there, because what they say, breathing takes a back seat to overtime when you're a play-by-play man. Virginia doing a great job of going on over there and forcing Exto to be fighting at the door that they have to come through, not their spawn door, but the door they have to come through on Eichenwald. He knows that Anna can still heal him from that distance. He knows there are some players that shouldn't be fighting right up on the front lines. He's taking the fight right to them and made sure that his payload was going to be able to push all the way through with one or at least one, if not 2 people on, to get through that crucial part. The narrow insides with lots of vertical positioning on either side, especially after Dandy switched on over to the Widowmaker. What a game. What a game.
What a game and what a masterclass from PIXL Esports. Only conceding 3 maps throughout this entire invitational. Yeah. And Exto being a very improved commodity. It definitely showed in a few instances in tonight's games. There was the opening map on Lijiang and the fights on Temple of Anubis. Exto should definitely be congratulated for getting this far. I'm not going to get a little bit of change for themselves as well. But with all that said and done, PIXL will be the one that rises up above everybody else in the competition and will
been invited to rise up.
The first Rise Up Invitational.
Yeah.
And now Tugboat, you've been here for a long time. You've been here throughout the entire duration of the Rise Up Invitational for the Monday night cast, if I believe.
Oh, yeah. Well, Monday morning for me. Let's say okay.
Yes. Yeah, you are in the United States. We thank you for joining us. What have you learned from Australian Overwatch? Have you enjoyed the entire tournament? And what say you for an MVP, perhaps?
I've loved it. MVP. Yeah, I'll give mine first. Honestly, I kind of mentioned earlier, I like to do that sometimes after time. I'm sorry, I'm just super anxious. I love this stuff. I didn't mean to talk over there, but Kamsky is really would have to take it from me. He did a great job of flexing onto DPSs. He switched on over to the Sombra in the end, I believe, and he showed a lot of value on the Brigitte, especially shutting down Nectar, which kind of seemed to be the star DPS for Exto Gaming, right? A lot of these pushes were really founded around him. A lot of the name boosts went his way, whether or not he had Blade. And Nectar just got shot down. Whenever Kamsky was playing Brigitte, he made it a point to save his shield bastions, to save his whips, to get on over there, take out the Genji that is a lot harder to kill by other members of his team. What say you, though, Cyber? What do you think MVP-wise, either team, PIXL or Exto?
Ooh, you do make a very good case for Kamsky, who's been the standout DPS, but I'm going to go away from the DPS, actually. I'm going to go for Virginia, being a real consistent tank. I've been watching him over the last couple of nights. It has been a real consistent thorn on the side and a real reliable tank, especially on Lijiang Tower, with the instances of seeing the Wrecking Ball coming into the fray, who's a relatively new hero, and seeing the strategies come to hand from him. And not only that, being the Winston, being as consistent as he is, you definitely saw it on the last stand there on Eichenwald before they finished up and took home the trophy. Definitely say he's a tank that you definitely want anytime on your team.
Oh yeah, and today it's going to pay off for him, right? $400 side of PIXL Esports, correct?
It'll be 200 in kangaroo dollars, $200 reduce.
There you go. Yeah, you stole my joke from me. I was gonna say
I can do
a couple
it
nickels in American dollar.
I can do that. I can do that joke because I'm Australian. I get a free pass, and
There you go,
not to
gotcha.
say that Exto will be going home empty-handed. They get
Not by
a
any means.
handy 100 to their name as well. But before we do our sign-offs, Tugboat, any final words?
Oh, God, I could talk about this all day. I was going to talk about Joy Boy on the side of Exto Gaming. Whereas Virginia was kind of sometimes going in by himself and still finding value in it, Joy Boy was doing a great job because he was playing Winston as well, coordinating dives with the diva, coordinating with his supports and peeling. If somebody had to be called out for Exto Game or shouted out, I guess I should say, not called out for Exto Gaming, that would definitely be him. Joy Boy did a great job there. Nectar being the follow up there, again, a great DPS on that side. But yeah, if that's it, then I guess we will have reached my least favorite part of any cast, and that is the end.
Indeed, and this is where the Rise Up Invitational, as a whole, for its inaugural incarceration. That's not the right word, but I'll run with it.
Incarnation.
Incarnation. There it is. Thank you for bailing me out. This is the first incarnation of the Rise Up Invitational, and that is where we will come to a close. PIXL will be your victors, 3 maps to 1. My co-caster has been Tugboat. Thank you very much, sir.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what AOE is for this next with the new format that they're coming up with?
No, please don't.
Oh, okay. So AOE Esports is coming out with a new format that everybody wants to talk about. And hang on 2 seconds. I'm not 100% sure if I should be talking about this.
Ooh,
let me make sure that I want everybody to know if producer my ear whether or not I can talk about this, and that would be very much appreciated. So I can tell all of our listeners who are listening if I can tell them about this, or if I'm going to be telling information that I shouldn't be telling.
Ooh, something new on the horizon. Ooh.
There is something new for AOE Sports. I know I can say that so far. If my producer is muted, he might be. Oh, nope, here we go. Okay, never mind. There's something, guys, everybody watching, sorry for stringing you along there. I'm not going to go ahead and mention it, but there's something big coming out for AOE Sports that I think everybody can really enjoy and find a lot of value in. Follow us on Twitter. Again, this will be our sign off. Sorry, just for baiting that one on. I am your play-by-play caster, FBI Tugboat. Down in the box has been Evan, producing away, making our job so much easier. And Cyber Waste, take it away.
Yes, indeed. We thank you all so much for your company. Follow AOE Sports at AOE Sports to get more info, not only on tournaments in the near future, but that new juicy format that they are dropping hints about. Who knows what that will entail? But that being said and done, Rise Up Invitational, the first edition will come to a close. My name has been Justin, aka Cyber Waste. Good night, happy fragging, and be the best hero you can be.
Happy fragging.